Hello gamers, welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope you are all doing fine. In today's video I am going to talk about is Atreus ready for the mantle of Protagonist. Atreus will most likely take over as the lead of God of War, and many fans may be wondering if the character is ready for this role. Here are some highlights topics of this video. Atreus is likely to be the star of the next God of War game, taking center stage in a new adventure. Atreus may struggle to fill Kratos' shoes, lacking the same rich history for character growth. And Santa Monica will need to maintain high gameplay standards for Atreus, offering a fresh combat experience. Though it hasn't been officially confirmed by Sony or Santa Monica Studios, it seems more than likely that Atreus will be the star of the next God of War game. There might be room for Atreus' God of War adventure to have playable supporting characters, but the son of Kratos will inevitably be taking center stage, and he may or may not be ready for this position. God of War Ragnarok concludes with Atreus leaving Kratos to search for the rest of the giants, presumably with Angerboda in tow. Players can complete the rest of Ragnarok's side content as Kratos, and the titular god is also the star of the Valhalla DLC, but there's a good chance that that's the last time players will step into his Spartan shoes, at least for a while. Kratos' journey in the last two God of War games has been about moving past a life of violence, and the ending of Valhalla seemingly cements this narrative arc. With Kratos taking a back seat, Atreus is the natural choice to lead the franchise. Atreus has some big shoes to fill in his God of War game. Atreus' character arc will be key to the next God of War's success. The God of War franchise has been defined by the personality and inner struggles of Kratos. While 2018's God of War is a major departure from the rest of the series in just about every way, a big part of why the narrative works so well is because it's informed by the rich history of Kratos as a character. The tale of overcoming guilt and shame wouldn't be as effective if it wasn't preceded by multiple stories that establish what Kratos has to be guilty and shameful about. Atreus doesn't have the benefit of this long history, and players have already seen him develop quite a bit, so there's less room for growth. This isn't necessarily a bad thing, though. Atreus is still learning about himself, not just as a god, but as a young man. He's only about 14 in Ragnarok, after all. So, while he's led an extremely eventful life, there are so many directions Santa Monica could take when developing his character into an adult. He could grow more powerful, of course, but traveling and meeting new people, especially without the guidance of his father, could cause him to reevaluate his ethics, worldview, and interpersonal relationships. Sonny Suljic, the actor behind Atreus, turned 18 last year, and his real-life maturation could be reflected in how Atreus is portrayed in his next in-game appearance. Atreus' gameplay has to maintain the high God of War standards. While it's arguably not as important as his role in the narrative, how Atreus feels to control will also be a major factor in the success of his solo game. Atreus is different from Kratos when it comes to his approach to combat, favoring fluid movement, magical abilities, and ranged attacks over brute strength and overwhelming physicality. Players got a taste of Atreus' combat abilities in Ragnarok, but if he is going to be the protagonist of the next game, Santa Monica will need to flesh out his mechanics, expanding them while ensuring that they are different enough from Kratos. In other words, he can't feel like Kratos with a bow and arrow. While putting Atreus at the helm of the next God of War comes with some challenges, it also has a great deal of potential, as Santa Monica can further develop him from both narrative and gameplay perspectives. With a clear creative vision and a willingness to embrace major change, the developers could very well make an Atreus-led God of War game something special. That's the end of my video, and thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified of our latest uploads. See you next time on Crazy Gamers.